In today's video, I want to take you with me on my personal mixed media flow. Hi, I'm Susanne from Susie's Journal Adventure and welcome to a new adventure in and with my journals. So in today's video, I'm going to work on the last prompt of the Winter Journal Challenge hosted by Kia Creates, and the last prompt is a touch of magic. Of course, I'm still working in my Winter Journal Challenge journal. I will link a playlist with all my videos for this series down below in the description box, where I have all the videos where you can watch me creating these journal spreads. I have a lot of fun with this journal, and I really think I'm leaving my comfort zone for some of these prompts. And when I thought about today's prompt, A Touch of Magic, I had the idea of creating a mixed media journal spread because, I always think when I sit at my desk in my studio, this desk here, and I'm creating a mixed media piece of ephemera or a mixed media spread, I always have this magical feeling when I hold this piece of paper in my hands in the end of the creative process. Because you're starting with one medium, then you're adding another medium, then another layer, then a fourth layer, and so on and so on. And you never know what the result will look like in the end. And this is totally what I love. If you've seen my latest videos and if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I work in baby steps most of the time, and I'm doing one thing of the creative process, then I'm listening to my gut, and then I decide what I want to do next. And this is the magic of a mixed media flow that I want to share with you today. I gathered a lot of materials, as you've already seen, and I don't know yet if I will use all of them. I have acrylic paints here. I have oil pastels. I have my caran d'Ache, my water-soluble wax pastels. I have some colored pencils here. I have embossing powder. I have watercolors. I have normal wax pastels here. Wax crayons. I have my stippling brush for using maybe some stencils. I have my spatula. I have my gesso. So I don't know yet if I will use everything, but I love having them on my desk because when I'm in the flow, I feel interrupted when I have to get up from my chair and go to my shelf and look for some other materials or mediums. So it's nice to have them around. I already have my water here and a spray bottle with water, and I only have to turn around on my chair. I even don't have to get up, and there I have all of my other acrylic paints in every color I can imagine. So let's start. And I think I will go with this spread. So let's dive right in. And I will at first use some pencils that are not water soluble, because I don't want them to blend in when I add the next layer, and I'm just using a normal colored pencil in black. and I'm doing some marks. It always helps to hold your pencil on the top, then you don't have much control. So this is ugly at the moment. I'm just, looking around. You can't see this that obviously. I'm just looking around what I have here on my desk. And I think I grab my wax crayons. These are not high quality. These are the ones that the children use at school, but I don't mind. They are great. So I guess for the next layer I will use acrylic paint. Ooh. Oh no! Oh. Okay, and I chose for the acrylic paint some paints that speak to me concerning a wintry theme. So I have this blue or turquoise colors and white, and this silver metallic acrylic paint. So I think I'm going from white to blue, I guess. I'm using this spatula tool. And obviously, if I would have used some water-soluble mediums, I would now smear the marks that I made and they would blend in. I mean, this is an effect that you maybe want to create intentionally, and I also make this, but today I'm in the mood for these mediums. Let me just put something underneath these pages. Oh, this is really liquid. Maybe this is too much. This is not a high quality acrylic paint, so this is very liquid and not very opaque. Okay, I will dry this now with my heat tool because this is very watery at the moment. So this took ages to dry and it is still not completely dry. I mean, this is because of this low quality paint. So I will go on now adding another layer, and I think I want to use some neo colors. These wax pastels are water soluble, and maybe I will go over with some water to activate the pigments. Yeah, let's do this. And I think I will just go over this green. Yeah, can you see how the pigments activate and they get really, really intense? Oh, you see this here? This is where the metallic silver was not dry, obviously. So the paint peel comes off when I go over with this crayon. Oh, this is, what's that? What's happening here? This is because of this paint. So I think I will dry this now. I just realized that I forgot to press record again. So what I did was I added some drops of this acrylic ink in yellow to get a little bit of a contrast. I sprayed water. I will do this again on the right side. And I will use this black Stabilo All and go right in this wet ink to add some, what will I add? Some Asamic writing, I guess. This is basically faux handwriting. I'm pretending that I write down here some important words. You could, of course, write down real words as well. So I already like it. I want to add some stamping, and I have this homemade foam stamp. I have a lot of these that I make by myself. Well, let me show you. Here are some that I just grabbed fastly. Oh, this is actually a rubber stamp. So I also love carving stamps out of rubber material. These are made from foam. This is you can roll it over the paper. Oh, and this, I lost this one. This must be in my basket. Or this one, this bigger one for a fun background. This, and I also have circular shapes and other things. I can't show you everything because they are in another basket. But if you're interested in how I make these stamps, please leave me a comment down below so that I can maybe consider making a video about my homemade stamps. These are just a few of them. So I want this rainbow stamp go somewhere here or maybe on the top. This would be also fun. Or here. I have to consider this this part here where I am not able, probably I will not be able to stamp completely because of the binding here. So I have to keep that in mind. So I want it to be white. And I make my life easy as nearly always. I'm applying acrylic paint directly on top of this stamp. You could roll it on with a brayer. And it's really important to clean these foam stamps after using them with acrylic paint. I think that's okay. So I will stamp it here. I like it. Or maybe another one here. Oh yes, that's great. I will clean this. Okay, this is perfect. Now I think I'm going to dry this. So I have this stencil that I want to add now. I want to use the crosses here. And I have this beige color. I think this is really beautiful. And this bright aqua green. And I think I'm going to combine them. Yes, let's use both of them. I'm just putting some acrylic paint here on a leftover piece of paper. I don't need very much. And I have this stippling brush. And I want my brush to be dry. Maybe this is not enough paint. I will see. And I will add some crosses here. Yes, I like it. And then I'm just going to turn this over and I hope to get the negative. I mean, I have a little bit of paint still on the stencil, but this was not very much. Okay, but we have some accents here. I will dry this before I go over with another layer of the stencil. I'm using the same stencil again. And I don't mind if I have this turquoise still on my brush. Yes, I like it. So let's remove this so that we can see better how the journal page looks like now. I'm not finished yet. So this is the situation. And I think I want to add, needs a little contrast. I want to add some splatters. And I have this purple that I think fits perfectly here to the purple parts that peek through from the very first layer, the colored pencil here. And I think I'm in the same color palette here. I think I'm going to add splatters with this acrylic paint. So I'm just thinning down some paint in this container that is meant to be for eggs. Oh, I had some white on the brush, but well, that's perfect, I guess. So let's test. Oh yes. I want to have them especially here. As you can see, here's my kind of like focal point here. It's always good to balance the page out so that the focal point is not in the middle. This is totally uninteresting if something is in the middle. You want to have some dynamic over the page, over the journal spread, like I did here with the stenciling. I did it like this. You have this dynamic, or you can do it like this, or in kind of like a wavy shape, or this, like I did here. You have more splatters here and less splatters there. So this is like so. You know what I mean, I guess. So I will use this on a leftover piece of paper later. So this is not being wasted. I mean, if this sits here in, it will dry out, and then I won't be able to reactivate it. This would be the advantage of using watercolors for splatters. You could reactivate the rest that would be in here forever and ever. Okay, I like it. And I think I'm just going over again with my Stabilo All, because now it is dry and I want the scribbling to be more on top. So I will add some scribblings for some more contrast. That's already enough. And now for the finishing touches, I want to add this piece of lace, or not everything of this piece, but a little bit. Yes, and I will just ink up the edges. And I guess I will do this just with my Stabilo All. You have to keep in mind that this Stabilo All is water soluble as well. I think I already mentioned it in the beginning of this video. So if you go over with some liquid mediums, you will activate the ink. Yes, I will just glue this down. So, and this is my finished journal spread for the prompt A Touch of Magic of the Winter Journal Challenge 2024. I'm really liking it. I love the color palette. I love the stamping and this focal area. It's not a point, it's an area. I mean, your eyes are drawn to this part of the spread. I love all the layering. You can add more and more layers, and this is so much fun just letting your creative juices flow in such a mixed media flow. I hope you liked it, and I hope you feel inspired to create your own mixed media journal spread. And I always think this is such magic that happens here if you add layer over layer, and you don't know what you will hold in your hands in the end. This is magical. So I hope you have a lovely time, and I hope I'll see you soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching again, or for watching the first time if you're new on my channel. And have a lovely time. Bye.